Alright, so it's 6 p.m. and the date is the 20th of September, so the equinox is coming just in a few days' time. You can see where the sun touches the hill just at sunset, which is the same spot where it touches at sunrise. So yeah, that looks like a nice spot, don't you think, to build some kind of a lookout tower or some kind of a meditation platform. I think that could be a real fun project, and to excite my sense of geometry, I would like, there's a line that goes straight up there that lines up with the cottage, and that lines up with the line I'm moving toward the spring. And that could be an interesting little piece of geometry to work with. So let's maybe, now that I got you here, I'll show you what's been happening in the veggie garden. Did I show you guys this huge kale over there? Wow. That's quite nice. Planted a Cape gooseberry. They're quite nice to eat. I quite like them, but they come up very nicely in the wild. This is an old millstone that we found that we were doing the renovations. Took me a long time to figure out what it was, but now I'm kind of using it as a feeding stand for the birds. Keeps Eliza the cat from too easily chomping the birds when they're helping themselves. Yeah, there's a banana tree still coming up there. I just chucked some pumpkin pips in here the other day. Wow, now these pumpkin pips are going crazy, so I have to transplant them out. Planted some rosemary the other day. There's little strawberries. There's little strawberries coming up. Nice. I should plant some more of those. Those will be nice. And there's a peppermint growing there. Yeah. And this is the water, okay, that I pump up. Here's the pipe that it comes into. So I pump that up from my tilapia tanks and goes in here. There's a few little tilapia in here just to keep the water fertilized. So basically the tilapia fertilize the water for me that I pump out of the spring, and that helps to keep the plants happy. And there's a floating plant called Lemna Duckweed in English, but it looks like a slime from a distance, but it's not. It's a little floating plant. You see, it's got leaves and it really helps to clear the water up as well. It takes out all the nasty stuff out of the water, and it's very high in protein than soybeans. This is my record-breaking kale plant. Look how tall it is. As tall as me, can you see? Yeah, it's like, I'm 1.83 meters, so it's a bit taller than me. Very cool. So yeah, every time I buy some potatoes that go to, they've got little white eyes on them, rather than being angry with the shopkeeper, I just chuck them in here, and the potatoes are doing really nicely. And here's some more kale I planted. Curly kale, I quite like that. There's some tomatoes. Can you see tomatoes in there? Little guys coming up there. I buy seedlings rather. Don't mind planting from seed myself, but I don't mind buying seedlings. Onions coming there. Swiss chard. We've got to keep the weeds down. I don't know what this nasty weed is here, but we gotta, just as soon as we see them coming up, I take them out. So I just chuck them there into the footpath there and tramp them down. Look how beautiful this curly kale is. Yeah? What an incredibly beautiful pattern. I've got to take a photograph of that. Spectacular. Yeah, that's really nice. And there's tomatoes here. With a sunflower. I just had a sunflower seed or two that I must have chucked in here from the chicken feed. Yeah, sweet potatoes are planted early on in the winter already, but they're kind of struggling along. Are they going to come up or not? I don't know. We'll see. And this is broccoli seems to die. What I don't like about it, it just seems to die off after it gives its broccoli, whereas the kale just keeps on giving and giving and giving. But I do like eating broccoli. Oh wow, yeah, look at these peas. Peas shoot like crazy. Beautiful, and they're so sweet. I was trying one the other day. Really nice. Very nice. And these are my potted plants going here. A giant bamboo, cherry guava. And now I'll tell you guys about it later, but I've decided that my pedestrian entrance comes in here. And it cuts through that log there and then around to the front. So that becomes the entrance to the front door there. There you can see the sunset. Can you see the last of the rays touching the hilltop? Basically gone now. Alright. That's it, guys.